Joe Leigh here, 4 seconds out with Hopey Price. Another 6-rounder in the bank, another clinical performance. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good after that victory. First of all, that fight was scheduled for 8 rounds actually, and it got changed yesterday to a 6-rounder on their side. And I believe if it was an 8-rounder, I believe I'd have got him out there, as you've seen at the end of the 6th.
Yeah, of course. Counter right in the last 30 seconds?
The last 10 seconds. I was catching him with the same shot all the way through the fight. I was setting it up, and I was boxing to my plan and going through the process, and he walked onto it near the end. So I believe in these longer distance fights, then that's when I start taking people out.
What was the plan going into this fight?
Just to be smart, as people know, I'm boxing in 3 weeks' time in my hometown of Leeds, and the main thing is come out with a win, look good doing so, but also come out unmarked, no injuries. So I've managed to do that, and against a good undefeated opponent. It's not like I'm fighting no journeyman, I'm fighting an undefeated kid, 5-0, 3 knockouts, and I'm sure he had big aspirations of himself, and there's no reason why he can't come back, but I'll give him his first loss tonight.
How was it out here at Fight Camp now with fans and everything as well? It's completely different atmosphere to last year.
It's a lot better than last year. I think there's a bit more of an atmosphere, the better crowd when you're fighting, and it's that bit of satisfaction when you land a good shot, or when you win the fight. You feel like you've deserved it. Whereas last time you won and you didn't know where to celebrate, didn't know where to look. So it's a lot better this time.
How is it now? You're well and truly into the pro ranks now. You've had 4 6-rounders, so you're getting into things. How are you finding things as a pro?
Yeah, I think I'm moving very, very well in my pro career. I think I'm stepping up fast, and I believe for a prospect who's only had 5 fights, I'm taking fights what no other prospects is willing to take. Fighting an unbeaten kid day today, and fighting in 3 weeks' time against an opponent 16-1, and should have been an 8-rounder today, but I will be doing 10 rounds in 3 weeks' time, and something I'm more than ready for.
Right, I do want to talk about that. I'm holding that off just for the last part, but I saw your family and friends kind of ringside today. How nice was it to have them back watching you fighting?
It's glad to have them back. My dad was my amateur coach, and he's never missed a fight in 89 amateur fights, and all my pro fights he come to Saudi, and the last fight camp he had to miss, so he couldn't come over COVID restrictions, and it was good to have him back, and my little brother there, first time he's coming 2 fights, so it's good that he can finally see me box again. And
of course Dave Caldwell in your corner, as good as ever in relationships, getting on great?
Yeah, I believe Dave's the best coach, one of the best coaches in the world, and he's definitely the best coach in Britain. The way he explains things to you, the way he's so calm in the corner, and I believe I'm coming on leaps and bounds to fight under Dave Caldwell.
Let's talk about it then. September the 4th, Leeds. I mean, what a card it is. Stacked card from top to bottom, and of course you're going to be on it, making it even better for yourself. Talk to me about where were you when you got the call, because this is huge for you.
I was supposed to fight this opponent back in February on the Warrington Lara first fight, and he pulled out at last minute, so I got a different opponent, and I actually got the opponent for Leeds before I got the opponent for here at Fight Camp, so yeah. I actually got that one first, and for a young kid, 5-0, I had to keep my head switched on and keep concentrated on tonight's task rather than thinking about Leeds, and now I've got past for flying colours, and I can look forward to Leeds now.
Let's talk about that, because that was one thing I was thinking about tonight. When I saw you had the fight arranged for September 4th, I was thinking, is that going to play on your mind when you were making that, maybe not the ring walk, but just in the build-up and the whole process? Was there a bit more pressure knowing that you have to win because you've already got another date, and that date on September the 4th is the biggest fight of your career so far? I
wouldn't say more pressure as in on myself, because I'm always confident in my ability, but more pressure on just maybe when you're in there, there's some risk what you don't really want to take because you're scared of getting head clashes. Like you say, boxing, anything can happen. A little nick. All it took for me to get a little knock or a little cut, and I'd have been out the fight in 3 weeks. We've been so close, so I just had to be extra careful in there and just do what I needed to do, which all went as planned. And
of course, no short of motivation for your next fight.
No short of motivation. I believe you'll see the best of me in 3 weeks' time. It's actually been 6 months since I've actually boxed, and for a prospect coming through, it's like to be busy, but obviously with COVID and everything, it's not the case. So now I've had this fight, it's put me in good stead, and the bit of ring rust is off, and looking forward to 3 weeks' time.
Great, really appreciate the time.